Hey everyone, if you're looking to protect your home office or small business electronics from power surges, outages, and voltage fluctuations, you're going to want to see what this Vertiv Liebert PSI5-1000RM1201UN can do for you. It's a 1000 VA UPS that gives you clean power and remote monitoring in a single rack unit. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So what makes this UPS stand out? First off, it's got automatic voltage regulation, which means when the power dips or spikes, it instantly adjusts without draining the battery. That's huge if you're running sensitive gear like servers, routers, or even a home lab setup. I've seen too many people lose equipment because they thought a small dip wouldn't hurt anything. This thing prevents that. Think about all the times you've had a brief power flicker at home or in the office, and how it can cause your devices to malfunction or even shut down. With this UPS, those issues become a thing of the past. Another thing I really like is the pure sine wave output. That means the power coming out is smooth and clean, just like what you get from the wall, but with backup. This is especially important for modern electronics that can be sensitive to dirty power. I've tested it with a few different devices, and there's no weird humming or instability like you sometimes get with cheaper units. You know, those low-quality UPS systems can actually cause more harm than good, especially if you're running critical equipment. But this one delivers power that's as clean as the utility companies, so you can trust it to keep your gear running smoothly. Now, the remote management capability is a game-changer if you're not always on site. You can monitor the UPS status, battery levels, and even shut down connected devices remotely. That's perfect for small businesses or if you just want peace of mind while you're away. Imagine being able to check on your server's power status from your phone, or getting an alert if the battery starts to run low. It's a huge relief to know that you can keep an eye on things even when you're not physically present. The RDU120 remote display unit makes it super easy to check everything without crawling around under your desk or in a server closet. It's a simple, intuitive interface that gives you all the information you need at a glance. The rotating LCD display is another nice touch. You can mount this thing in a rack or just set it on a shelf, and the screen adjusts so you can always read it. No squinting or awkward angles. Plus, the flexible deployment means you can use it in a variety of setups, whether you need it for a single workstation or a small network. I've seen people use these in all sorts of environments, from crowded server rooms to quiet home offices, and it's always performed flawlessly. One thing I want to mention is the usable power. A lot of UPS units advertise their VA rating, but not all of it is actually available for your devices. This one gives you more usable power, so you're not wasting money on capacity you can't use. That's a big deal if you're trying to balance cost and reliability. Think about it, if you're paying for 1000 VA, you want to be able to use as much of that 1000 VA as possible. With some UPS systems, you might only get 800 VA or even less, which means you're not getting the full value for your money. But this one delivers on its promises, so you can trust that you're getting the power you need. I also ran it through a few real-world scenarios. I unplugged the power randomly while running a server, and it switched over seamlessly without any hiccups. The battery held strong for about 15 minutes, which is plenty of time to save your work and shut down properly. That's exactly what you want in a backup power situation. You don't want to be stuck trying to rush to save your files or worrying about data loss. With this UPS, you can breathe easy knowing that you've got a reliable safety net. Now, let's talk about a couple of things to keep in mind. First, the battery isn't included. You'll need to grab a compatible one separately. That's a bit of an extra step, but it's not a deal breaker since you can choose the battery based on your needs. Some people might find this inconvenient, but I actually think it's a good thing. You can pick the right battery for your specific setup, rather than being locked into a particular configuration. Second, while it's compact for a rack-mounted unit, it's still pretty heavy once you add the battery. Make sure your rack or shelf can handle the weight. You don't want to risk the unit falling or getting damaged, so take the time to check your equipment before installing. In terms of compatibility, this UPS works with a wide range of devices, from servers and routers to workstations and network equipment. It's also compatible with most operating systems, including Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Check the link below if you want to see the current price and details.